Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Sunday service of Now Creations. I hope that right now you might be feeling an exhilaration within yourself. Just an exhilaration of being who you are, being not simply human, but being divine, and learning to blend the human and the divine into a beautiful personality expressing the divine spirit. Just wonderful to be with you here this morning. A couple of things just to mention before we begin. First of all, I invite all of you to join our meditation on Monday evening from 7 to 8. Far beyond my expectations, it really has turned into something quite beautiful, quite enjoyable. I encourage your participation if you're able to join us. Then, especially tonight, for our open forum testimonial, Dorothy Washington from Pittsburgh will be our speaker, and very much encourage you to join us from 6 to 7:30. Just go to our website, click on study groups, and scroll down to open forum inspiring testimonials. Good to have all of you if you're able to join us. Having said that, it's always a personal joy for me to receive so many positive comments from you, as was the case in last week's teaching about caring for the body and all of the possibilities that such caring opens up for us, from enjoying the beauty of the material realms to raising the energy of our bodies and hopefully moving beyond illness, aging, and death. In today's teaching, I want to focus on the down-to-earth, concrete, practical ways of taking care of our bodies, which might hold a few surprises for some of you. Let's begin with a point of clarity and then proceed to explain the care of our bodies from both a physical and a non-physical perspective. First, a point of clarity. This series of teachings has focused on the point of not returning to the ego, that aspect of the mind, the ego, that holds a person in separation energy. Thus, it is very important to mention that your body and your entire personality, they are not the ego. People often have the mistaken notion that the body is the home of the ego. It is not. The body is a communication system in the material realms. The body is not an illusion as though it doesn't exist. Again, the body is a communication system in the material realms. The body is the vehicle through which we relate to the material realms, and quite frankly, through which we relate to each other, as I'm doing to you now. There's nothing wrong with the body, for the body, are just simply like our thoughts and emotions, and they should be cared for in the best possible way. Thus, let me begin by suggesting first the traditional ways of taking care of our bodies, and then advance to higher energy, non-physical practices. First, the traditional ways of caring for our bodies. Let me just suggest that this will be the bottom-up approach. Most people have a pretty good understanding of the traditional ways of caring for the body, the two basic ones of which are diet and exercise. While most of us understand the merits of each, the real question is, well, are you doing them? Do you watch what you eat? And you exercise daily each day? Perhaps more to the point, did you exercise this morning? And will you watch what you eat during the course of this day? I'm certainly not here to try to tell you what to do, but I do both of these things. I do watch what I eat without obsessing about it. Again, without obsessing about it. And I do exercise daily. I do the energization exercises of Paramahansa Yogananda. Would not ever miss them. Diet and exercise are foundational ways of caring for your body, and I highly recommend them. But there are a couple of other physical things that you can do to enhance caring for your body as well, each of which adds an additional understanding. The first one is the experience of grounding or earthing. In its simplest form, grounding is an exercise which enables an electrical contact of your body with the earth and is considered very therapeutic, has a lot of good effects upon the body. One can ground by walking barefoot upon the earth or by purchasing grounding mats or sheets. I personally do both. I spend 30 minutes a day, 4 to 5 days a week sitting barefoot in my backyard, as well as having a grounding mat. I find these techniques helpful, part of a larger taking care of one's body. A fourth physical thing that you can do is to trace your meridians. Meridians are considered to be the energetic pathways of the body on which lie the acupuncture points. The meridians are a part of the etheric energy system, which also includes the chakras. I personally trace my meridians each morning, activating them, and I find this to be a very elevating practice. Perhaps both grounding and meridian tracing might appeal to you. They are helpful practices to augment diet and exercise. Well, there are many other ways to care for your body, not the least of which is taking supplements and getting sufficient rest. It is the non-physical things to do, which I believe have the greatest impact upon the body, at least for me. And may I now suggest them to you. Let's term this approach the top-down approach, the non-physical into the physical body. Let's begin with one that most of you are pretty well acquainted with, and then proceed to higher non-physical energies. The first non-physical technique in taking care of your body is the practice, I'm sure you're not surprised to hear, of meditation. Many of you practice meditation daily, as do I, and you have experienced many of the beautiful effects of meditation on the body, some of which are a feeling of calmness in your body. Can't beat it. A feeling of serenity, peacefulness. You really feel it quite experientially. A second effect is the refreshment of our nervous system, a sense of simply being at ease, and a feeling that you could pretty well accomplish anything that you desire. A third effect of meditation is the release of stress, not only from your nervous system, but also from your mind and from your emotions. It's a great de-stressor. A genuine sense of having mental and emotional calmness and a revitalization of these energies. A great de-stressor. Fourth, another effect upon meditation is from a non-physical standpoint, that meditation has a great impact upon everything else within our body, emotions, and our thoughts. But the best thing of all is when you're done with meditation, when you're done with meditation, the effects of meditation, on the well-being of your body, mind, and emotions, they last for quite some time. When you're done meditating, the feeling continues. Unlike a thought that comes and goes from your mind, when you are completing your meditation, you carry the thought with you. The more regular the meditation, the longer the effects. The longer we meditate, the more regularly we meditate, the longer the effects. There is a continuing physical sensation of calmness and well-being. These enduring effects have opened up the possibility of higher non-physical energies that have even a greater intensity and a greater lasting effect upon the body. I want to say this again. The effects of meditation, especially carrying this presence with you, has opened up for us a better understanding of even greater non-physical energies to impact our body. This area has been opened up, at least for me, especially in the book, A Course in Mastering Alchemy, written by Jim Self. It really authored by advanced beings who are non-physical, such as advanced or ascended masters and angels and archangels. Now, some of you, rightly so, might be questioning this material, which I did as well, until I did the practices, until I did the work of reading the material, questioning it, and then deciding to practice it. When I practiced the material from A Course in Mastering Alchemy, I found it to have the greatest impact upon caring for my body. Just want to share that with you. Practicing A Course in Mastering Alchemy has given to me the greatest impact for the caring of my body. Let me briefly outline the steps that guided me and perhaps can be helpful to you. As always, I would never try to tell you what to do, but I am very happy to share with you what I have learned. And this is what I have learned. The initial step begins with the first of the threefold definition of what alchemy is. The first part of the definition of alchemy is to raise the frequency of your thoughts. To raise the frequency of your thoughts. How do you do this? How do you raise the frequency of your thoughts? You do this not by thinking thoughts from your mind, and not by thinking thoughts from the outside world. You raise the frequency of your thoughts by going inward in meditation and by connecting the inner you, your soul self, with the God self. Now, it's very easy to say the words, go to the inner you and connect your soul self with your God self. But it takes time. It takes time to develop this connection, to be able to go inward, and then to have a consistent practice on a daily basis to do so. Once this is accomplished, however, Again, it takes time and consistency to do so. Then you will begin to feel the elevation. You'll begin to feel the impact of your internal soul awareness, as well as that impact upon your physical body. You will be approaching a much higher consciousness than simply your mind or worldly wisdom. As you do so, this elevated consciousness can then be integrated into your body. This is so important. Please listen carefully. There are various procedures for doing this in the alchemy material, from the utilization of the 8th chakra to the Eye of Horus to the various color codings, but they all boil down to this higher illumination, this illumination in the raising of the frequency of our thoughts can be brought into our bodies, please listen, through our brains, through our glandular systems, through our neurological systems, and into each cell of the body. It comes in through the brain, the glandular system, the neurological system, and to each cell of the body. You begin to see that when you raise the frequency of your thinking, when you raise the frequency of your thoughts, that then, and only then, are you able to achieve the second aspect of the definition of alchemy. Namely, you can now alter the harmonics of matter. Or put in simpler terms, you can upgrade. You can upgrade your physical body through the higher thoughts, the higher energy that you are bringing into it. You can upgrade your physical body by elevating the frequency of your thoughts. This takes practice. It takes discipline. And often it takes group effort, which many of us are so happy that we are doing. But this is the best way that you will be able to significantly change, alter your physicality with the inherent possibilities, of moving beyond illness, aging, and death. Many people want to change their bodies, that they are unwilling to do the work and don't have the motivation of doing so. You are different. You know what is possible. And I applaud you for your efforts of doing so, of really taking the time to raise the frequency of your thought into the non-physical realms of the God Spirit, and to allow that energy to come in to begin to beautifully change your physicality. There is a third part of the definition of alchemy, namely, so beautiful, applying the element of love to achieve a desired result. Applying the element of love to achieve a desired result. The Course in Mastering Alchemy clearly acknowledges the element of love as a fifth element. It adds the element of love, the fifth element, to the four basic elements of the physical world: earth, air, fire, and water. Now, adding to them the element of love. Earth, air, fire, and water are the basic composition of your body. your physical aspect. But it is so important now to raise our physical aspects by applying the element of love to elevate the vibration of our earth, air, fire, and water body. The addition of this vibration, this frequency of love, this is what raises the other four elements of the body. We have defined love as the movement of light. Remember that? Love is the movement of light. Light is the illumination of the God Spirit that raises the frequency of our thoughts. When we then take this light and put it into movement, love, for a desired result, do you not see that raising the frequency of our thoughts, the light, now with the movement of love, can alter your body? It can raise your vibration. Light and love, illumination, raising the frequency of your thoughts, and loving application, in my opinion, can alter your body in far more superior ways than just diet and exercise and taking supplements. This is what I have experienced, happily to share with you. Of course, people should rightly ask, and they do, well, how can you prove this? The only way I know, but it's the best way, is by doing it. Which is what most people will not do. They want the effects without the practice. They have a tendency to be critical without making the effort. But you are different. You are more and more dedicated, not just to the vision of better care for your body, but also to the practice, of what is possible. And little by little, there is something consciously developing within you that is giving you a greater sense of being in charge of your body. You are beginning to experience the results of your practice, not just the truthfulness of a vision, but being able to capture the actual results within your physicality, beginning to resonate with this higher energy. And as you practice this vision on a daily basis, are you not truly experiencing the results, the fruits of what you're doing? Are you not experiencing just more and more a sense of well-being in your body? In conclusion, I have laid out for you in a hopefully nice fashion a rather ambitious plan of raising the energy of your body from the bottom up by diet, exercise, grounding, tracing your meridians, supplements, and rest, to the top down by raising the frequency of your thoughts to alter your physical body through meditation and higher spiritual practices. Surely, we all have much more work to do in this process, but I encourage you to feel that you at least know, the larger vision. Bottom up is helpful. Diet, exercise, it will not do it. It's the top down that really is the complement to the bottom up, raising the frequency of our thoughts. altering their harmonics of matter, and applying the element of love to achieve a desired result, not the least of which is the health of your body. This is a very important teaching. Let me now take you into meditation, and what a joy it is to do so. Let's begin as we normally do with the intention that we want to raise the quality of our physicality. We want to raise the caring for our bodies. Let's begin, therefore, as we normally do, by simply focusing on the breath and allow the breath to do what the breath does, to be able to calm the body and the chatter of the mind and bring your soul to the fore. Please begin. And as we are wont to do now, would you simply say, "Oh, here I am again. Here I am again." And by now you know that when you say, "Here I am again," this is the inner you. Would you just take a moment to acknowledge, yes, this is me. This is the inner me. This is my soul self. Take a moment to acknowledge that. Yes, this is me. And would you simply say that, well, I'm conscious of being me. I am conscious of being me. And I know that the choices I make from my consciousness, from my inner me, are extremely important. And just acknowledge that, well, you're creating your future from your conscious choices. Please acknowledge that. Well, let me just ask you now to simply tap maybe your knee, your thigh where your hand is, and would you just say, yep, I got a body. I got a body. And just like my thoughts and emotions, which I need to be vigilant about, I also need to care for my body. Would you just simply make that statement to yourself? Maybe not just to say I need to care for my body, but I want to take care of my body. just as I watch my thoughts and emotions. And would you simply make the further statement that you realize it's very important for you to care for your body, and in fact, you do so. You especially do a lot of the physical things that are helpful. You watch what you eat, you exercise. Some of you might take supplements. Some people ground. Some people trace meridians. And we all try to get sufficient rest. Now, the simple question I would ask you is, again, it's your choice. Are you taking sufficient care of your body, doing these physical things that can be quite helpful? Doing these physical things are very important, and perhaps you might want to rededicate yourself to one or two of them. Would you just take a moment to see if that's the case for you? Maybe a couple more things that might just need to be a little more attentive to. Just take a moment if that's what you need to do. In addition to these physical things, I think all of us on the call here today are aware of the fact that we do non-physical things that also have a dramatic impact upon the body. I think most of us each day, or at least several times a week, use meditation. And sometimes we don't even think about the effects upon the body. So today's teaching is helpful. It does calm the body, refresh the nervous system, de-stress emotions, thoughts. And would you just take a moment to realize these good effects of meditation upon your body? And then would you realize the crowning effect of meditation? That you take the energy of the meditation with you after you've completed the meditation. For some of you, it may last 5 or 10 minutes. For some of you, an hour or two. And for some of you, much longer. There's a presence, very calming, very illumined, that you take with you. And you do realize the impact that has upon your body. And now some of you, many of you on call here this morning, have gone a little further. You've come to do a study where higher energy, higher illumination is seen as a raising of your thought, which then has a dramatic impact upon your body. It's taken time to do this. It takes time to learn the procedure, time to experience the effect. That when you follow the procedure, you begin to experience the effect. An altering of your sense of your body. It's like your body is excited. It's finally getting what it so desperately desires. Your body is beginning to feel conscious. And then, when you add the element of love, you almost become giddy. Don't you feel that right now? Honestly. The bottom-up approach, doing the physical things to enhance your body, very important, but limited. The top-down approach, raising the frequency of your thoughts to alter the harmonics of your body and applying the element of love to attain the desired result of well-being for your physicality. Both are important. When we play the Namaste song, you might want to acknowledge your body. As the Namaste energy as well.
Deep within, peace resides, faith abounds, and love abides. The light shines bright to love without, love within. I honor thee, I honor thee. Namaste, I honor thee. I honor thee, I honor thee. Namaste, I honor thee. When you are where you need to be, within that space, I honor thee. Seen through eyes of illusion, seen through spirit, we are one. I honor thee, I honor thee, I honor thee. Namaste, I honor thee, I honor thee.
Did you feel an exhilaration within yourself, within your body when we were playing that song?
Oh, God.
Take good care of yourself. Take very good care of your body. Namaste.